listening to the Sovereign Society podcast, a spiritual lifestyle sanctuary empowering you to honor the journey, trust the process, and radiate your radness. I'm your soul guide, Sabrina Riccio, Kundalini yoga teacher, spiritual mentor, and modern medicine woman who's on a mission to anchor in heaven on earth in this golden era. Join me every week where I gather some of my favorite spiritual leaders, goddesspreneurs, and changemakers for some authentic conversations about all things spirituality, wellness, what it takes to build your empire, and so much more. Over the years, after my deep Kundalini awakening and a series of events like being struck by lightning, it's been loud and clear that part of my divine purpose here is to share with you the tools and the guidance that supported me along the way. My mission here is to empower you to navigate through these changing times with ease and grace as you go forth and align to your soul's destiny while staying true and real along the way. Thank you so much for tuning into the Sovereign Society podcast, and get ready because we're about to go in deep and come out the other side stronger than ever before. Hello and welcome to a new episode of the Sovereign Society podcast. I am coming to you live from Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, and this is a very special place for me because this is where I started my entrepreneurial path 7 years ago. If you didn't know, I was a music journalist, and being a music journalist back in 2011 was massive because that's when the psychedelic renaissance really stepped up and came up again. I feel like it was a period where we were ready to show up. We were ready to prepare us for what this lunar eclipse is really setting us up for. There was a time when it was challenging, to say the least. It was really challenging. We were seeing that we were stuck and stagnant and stuck in these loops, and majority of the people were asleep. And since the 2012 shift, more people have been awakened. More people are woke, so much so that I created my e-course, Stay Woke, and I have it for $77 for this eclipse season because these are really potent times. Like, these are really insane times. And they're insane because we've been doing the same things over and over and over again. So the definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over and over again and expecting different results, right? So that's the definition of insanity. And we've been in this period because we're seeing that we're being asked to align to our highest self. There's been a lot of people have been sending me messages and emails asking me what is the false light template. A lot of new earth teachers like myself have been talking about this, how essentially like the wolf is in sheep's clothing, right? It's like you're following people that are like, oh my God, everything is all love and light all the time. Bullshit. What we are seeing in the world right now is not love and light. What we are seeing in the world right now is a call for love and light. So that means we have to show up as our highest selves. We have to show up every day, aligned to our souls, aligned to our truth, aligned to God, spirit, source, whatever word resonates with you. We are being called to realize that this is our time for surrender of our ego and allow our heart and our soul to take the lead. I've been talking about, as have a lot of people talking about, the chakra system updating, where we can still use these chakras to share with us what needs help. But the truth is everything comes from the heart, right? So we are going to become, we are becoming a more heart-centered consciousness, which means we are showing up fully and authentically as we are. We are showing up here to radiate our truth, here to radiate our light, here as children of God on this planet. We are all made in the likeness of God. But for us to be able to experience that, we have to surrender our ego in our head, this like flighty shit, so that we can be more centered in our heart, which is perfect right now because we are in the first day, as I record this is the first day of Mercury retrograde. We just got into Leo season. The Cancer, the yin and yang balance has been completed. Everyone had a really emotional Cancer season, which is inevitable because Cancer is ruled by water. And now we're in fire fire Leo, the heart, right? The Leo is the heart. So this truly is the total eclipse of the heart, what we are experiencing right now. So if you don't know what a lunar eclipse is, it's essentially this, it's like the earth is wedged between the sun and the moon, and the earth is casting a shadow. And so this is going to be on the moon. So this is going to be the longest eclipse of the 21st century, being an hour and 43 minutes long. Like, no joke. So during these portals, we are being asked to really address and to see like what needs to be adjusted, what needs to be aligned, where can we really show up and step up. So with this being the longest eclipse of the century, we've been seeing these karmic shifts and these layers really transmuting and being released. We are shedding. There's been a lot of people have had emotional, like boom, 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 like wild emotions going up and down. And essentially, a lot of people are feeling really detached. A lot of people are feeling really disconnected from their current reality. It's because your current reality is about to shift. So if you've been doing the work, if you've been showing up, if you are leading with your heart, if you are surrendering and connecting to your higher power and your highest self, you're going to experience this shift. So I know for me, I'm in these birthing pains, right? I'm shedding these old fucking layers. Like, I'm ready to release what doesn't serve. I've seen how I've been stuck in these loops. I've been seeing how I've been playing small, how I've been too humble, where I also need to claim my power back and recognize and honor that I am worthy of my desires. Recognize and honor that I am here to reevaluate what isn't working so that I can align to what is working, because this is potent time. This is potent time. And a lot of people are sending me a lot of like, I'm freaking the fuck out, right? Like, I did a poll on Instagram saying like, are you a bring it on bitch, or are you like, I'm losing my fucking mind? And while majority of people are saying bring it on, it was still about like 31% of people that were saying like, I'm losing my fucking mind. So seeing that, I was like, okay, I need to record an episode of the podcast. But sure enough, I'm on vacation. Mercury retrograde in its fullest form. I forgot to bring extra batteries for my Zoom. So of course, so I'm recording this through Instagram Live, and I'm gonna try to rip the sound off so I can publish this on the podcast. So if you're hearing this on Spotify or iTunes, mission complete. Otherwise, it is what it is. Whoever's caught it live, they're able to listen to it. But this is me being like, of course, Mercury retrograde first day. And this is something I also want to talk about too, because with this false light of everything is love and light, these heavy forces are trying to infiltrate and keep our vibration low. But thank God for technologies and practices like Kundalini Yoga. I know for me, I was becoming a Kundalini Yoga teacher 4 years ago this time. And since becoming a Kundalini Yoga teacher, I've seen how it's radically shifted my life. And I've been able to reclaim my power back because I am working on these meridians, I'm using these breaths, I'm using sacred geometry, and I'm using the power of these mantras to really align to my highest self, to experience the life that I'm worthy of experiencing. So I know for Thrive today, my e-course, I'm teaching a Kundalini Yoga class, and again, there's no accident to what's happening. And I am bringing back Thrive every 2 months. I'm going to be teaching it again. The content will all be there, but every week I'll be teaching Kundalini classes or having live group coaching calls. So I'm really excited to bring that back. And that's been me really allowing myself to get out of the routine and the rut and the cycles that I was in Joshua Tree, because I was landlocked for a year. So me being landlocked for a year, I was stuck in these loops, and it was an opportunity for me to go back and see how I kept myself small And for me, traveling is so essential for my being. It always has been. And as a Gemini, an air sign, I'm a traveler, right? I can also be really caught in my head, which is a lot of what this energy is for this eclipse, because this eclipse is going to be in Aquarius, because Aquarius and Leo, they oppose each other. That's why this is so potent right now, because we are in the age of Aquarius. But since we are going through and witnessing all these planets with it being in retrograde, we are having to reevaluate, reassess. It's all the re's. When we go into retrograde, it's all the re's, especially with the Mercury retrograde, and how we are showing up and how we are speaking, what we are speaking into existence, what we are anchoring in, what we are calling in, what we're here to experience. So for me, I'm understanding that this is a great change for my life. As you heard in my last episode of the podcast, when I had Arizona Bell and Morgan Garza of Spirit Guides Magazine, I was sharing that if something drastic doesn't shift in my life by December, I'm getting the fuck out of the country and I'm moving to like Europe or something, because I am being aware and responsible for my energy, and I'm recognizing how my energy needs to shift. Essentially what I needed was a fucking break. I needed a vacation. I needed a change of scenery. I needed ocean water. And someone asked me on Instagram, like, hey, do you resonate more with the desert or do you resonate more with water? Honestly, I resonate with it all. The desert is my home because that's what I was born and raised in. But every weekend I would be going to San Diego and going to the ocean. And the ocean is so pivotal for my soul. I need that water, that cleanse as a medicine woman, because I am constantly on duty, right? Like I'm constantly on duty. I have this podcast. I have coaching clients. I'm constantly doing work for God to uplift humanity. And sometimes a lot of that energy can get stuck in. I had an exorcism back in April, which was when I first did LSD 6 years ago, and it was the anniversary of my best friend's passing. And so that would, to me, I've been seeing for a couple months now, things are shifting, things are changing. And now I'm in this space where I'm like, okay, bring it on. Like I'm ready for this change. I'm ready to make this shift. I had to step out of my comfort zone of being in Joshua Tree to really allow myself to get a new change of scenery, to allow myself to fill up my cup so that I can continue to be here for you. Because in all reality, there was a point where I was like, I'm fucking done with this. Like, I don't want to be doing this anymore. I've been serving and giving so much, and I feel like I haven't really been receiving that reciprocation back. And so I asked God, I said, show me the way, help me surrender. I know this isn't about me, but I also have to fill up my cup, and there are needs that I have. There have been things that I've been lacking. And, you know, for me to really show up fully, it's like me being able to travel. I know a lot of you have been asking, like, when are you coming to Chicago? When are you coming to New York? That takes you helping me and supporting me. That was the thing of the medicine women. The community would support. So for you to continue to see these, it's like, hey, support me so that I can continue to support you. Otherwise, I mean, I don't really see myself doing anything else, but otherwise, I'm going to have to move forward. And so this lunar eclipse in Aquarius is showing me, like, my boundaries, right? It's showing me and you, like, what resonates with you. How are you filling up your cup? What are you doing every day to align to your highest version of you? It's about steps. You're not gonna fucking be the millionaire if you have $1,000 in your account tomorrow, right? You're not gonna be, it's like, you have to be real. What are actionable steps? What are realistic steps? It takes steps. But you can get there quicker by elevating your energy and tapping into your energy and aligning to your highest self. So right now, even with this Mercury retrograde, so we have almost 7 planets in retrograde. Neptune just became direct. And so we have Mercury, Saturn, Mars, Capricorn, Uranus, and there's one other. I think Jupiter. I fact check, right? But essentially there's a lot of planets in retrograde right now because we are all upgrading. We are all having to reassess and reevaluate what our patterns are. So I really just wanted to let you know that you are in these birthing pains because we are shedding these old layers, shedding these old paradigms that don't really serve, because this is us saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. We are reclaiming our power back. We are reclaiming our sovereignty back. We are reclaiming our freedom back. Financial freedom, emotional freedom, all these things. And the thing is, right now, with this Aquarius being in the lunar eclipse being in Aquarius, I know for a fact what the energy is like, because I too am an air sign as a Gemini. And so as an Aquarius, in this Aquarius sign, we can be really heady, right? We can be stuck in our head. The air is very much with mental, and it's very much like, right? So this is a pivotal time for you right now to tap into your emotions, listening to your emotions, filling up your cup, distancing yourself from people that are fucking toxic. Get rid of the toxic people in your life. If people aren't empowering you to be a better person, get rid of them. They've served their purpose. They've taught you what you don't want. So there's no harm here, right? Everything happens in your life, and people come in your life. I should say people come in your life for a reason, for a season, or for a lifetime. And so instead of feeling like poor me, that like this relationship has to end, or poor me, that this thing is ending, see it as an opportunity that you've been able to learn what you want and what you don't want, what you're worthy of, and what you're saying like, fuck you, like that's not me, like that is not in alignment with my highest self. So for me, I've been shedding a lot of people out of my life. I'm really reevaluating. I'm fine-tuning, like, who are my small inner circle. That is even with my guides, because a lot of these guides have been infiltrated too by these dark forces. And so you need to resonate what reigns true for you. For me, I'm very connected to Yeshua. I'm very connected to Mary Magdalene. I'm very connected to Father Sky and Mother Earth. And I'm very connected to Kuan Yin. Like, I'm very connected to that compassion space. You know, she's like the female Buddha. And so those are like my main guides. I work a lot with Archangel Michael, but I'm seeing a lot shifting with cord cutting, right? We've talked so much about cord cutting, but to me, I don't believe in cord cutting. I'm seeing it as a cord dissolve, because if it's a violent, that cord cut can be super violent, and I want to see it with more compassion and with more grace. So for me, I've been talking a lot how I use words like devotion instead of discipline, right? I'm like being devoted to myself. There is discipline in there, but the devotion is stronger than that discipline, because we do need that balance of masculine and feminine. That's a lot of what can happen with this eclipse, right? Like, the earth is between the masculine of the sun and the feminine of the moon. So right now we can even work a lot with the sun's energy, because the sun is that fire. It's going to be burning away what doesn't serve. The violet flame, right? We talk about the violet flame. That is that flame of transmuting. And this has been something that's been so strong for me lately. It's just transmuting. Recognize, allowing myself to address and see what's coming up for me to be reevaluated, but then allowing that violet flame to transmute to something that I do want, because it's all energy. So instead of having this energy against me, how can I transmute and allow that energy to work for me so that I can continue to serve you, serve the people, serve God, serve Gaia? That's everything. That is everything. So that's where I'm at in my life right now. This lunar eclipse for me is just showing me, where have I been stuck in these loops? Where have I been stuck with these traps? And I am purging my soul's emotional body, because I had years of trauma, years of psychosis. But now I'm like waking up and like, I didn't have fucking psychosis or the paranoia. That's what I was conditioned to believe. I was fucking seeing the truth of what was happening. I was seeing these dark forces trying to infiltrate. I got fucking hexed. I got this, like, we call malocchio in Italian, right? So it's like I had the evil eye on me, these like heavy entities sucking the life out of me. So I've had parasite issues, gallbladder issues, digestive issues. All of these things is because these fucking dark forces saw my light, saw how powerful I am, and they've been trying to fucking stop me. Enough. Luckily, I just called Jesus' name, boom, They run away. That's what I'm saying when you need to be aware of who are your guides. Who are your guides that you can, when these heavy forces are coming at you, you can say no thank you and you call on help. You don't have to do this alone. This is what the Aquarian age is about. You don't have to do this alone. This is about community. And it's not just community in the physical form, it's community with your guides. Communing with your guides and your support system to help you navigate through this time so you're not doing this alone, because you don't have to. Like I said, the opposite of Leo is Aquarius. So this is a really fucking fiery, powerful time for you to be like, I get to choose my reality. I get to make the rules. And you know what? God is always on my side. Love is always on my side. And there has been a period where we've been trapped and stuck in that, right? But we're like, no more. No more. This does not resonate with me. Instead of take what you need and leave the rest, it's take what resonates with you, and the rest, make peace with it. So hurt people, but healed people. And that is my mission. My mission is to help people heal from the inside out so they can align and radiate their authentic radness, so that we are healing more people, giving you the tools on how to navigate through this time and space with ease and grace, like Kundalini Yoga, like modern mysticism, like you just reclaiming your power, you owning your power. That's what these times are all about. So the inner rebel can be coming out right now. Allow it to. You are creating your reality. What is not resonating with you that you can say no thank you and choose better? That is the magic. That's where the magic happens. My whole life I've been the rebel. I was persecuted in Catholic school for it. I started my entrepreneurial path 7 years ago because of it. I've always been a rebel with a cause. Got struck by lightning. Saying like, hold down, bitch, slow down. You're gonna refill your light body right now. I've also had to be able to transmute a lot of my trauma, and a lot of us have been doing this, but it gets to the point where we get to recognize the ancestral patterns, right? We get to recognize, and through our DNA, where we've been stuck. You know, I've been having a lot of clients that I've been meeting with one-on-one that are Jewish and are seeing their ancestors' pain from the Holocaust coming up. No more persecution. The martyrdom being transmuted. I'm seeing my African American brothers and sisters recognizing, like, my family were slaves. I choose to not be a slave to my mind anymore, to society anymore. This is the shift that we are experiencing. So with this lunar eclipse, I just wanted to give you some tools right now to really support you. So the biggest thing is take some time for you. If you need a digital detox because Aquarius rules technology, take some time in nature. If you have an opportunity to take a bath, take a salt bath. If not, go into the ocean. Go by bodies of water to purify, cleanse. Do some meditation. Do some yoga. I have some yoga videos that you can purchase through my website. You can do that. I just want you to journal. You can connect with people, connect with your soul family, connect with people that see you, that understand you. Write, read, move your body, fill up your cup, connect with nature. Journal. It's been a really intense time where I've been hearing a lot of people, like, last week was like, you don't need to be doing, like, don't always feel like you need to be doing the work. Like, just enjoy this present moment. Be able to see how far you've come because you know where you're going. Recognize that what you've done up until now, pat yourself on the back. You've been doing a great job. There's always room for improvement, yes, but you have to also be able to honor where you've been, right? When you land to the posts, when you're at the checkpoints and you get to see how far you've come, honor yourself for that. Connect with people. You can write out, this is something you can do because we're also in Leo season with fire. You can write out what isn't serving anymore or what you're ready to release and burn it. Transmute it. And then after you put it in the flame, see the flame as the purple violet flame for that transmuting. I believe in you, and I know you can handle it and you can overcome it because, like I said, I'm in this space where I started my business 7 years ago, and I wasn't here last year because I was preparing for Oregon Eclipse, and I just bought the creosote casita and Joshua tree. So I was really just nesting, and I've seen being here, this is one of my checkpoint places where I see how much growth I've done, how much I've overcome, because I've been a fucking mess here, and I've also been really inspired here. So just allow yourself to really be gentle with yourself right now. Connect with people that see you and that understand you, and fill up your cup. What brings you joy? Follow your bliss. Be aware of what you're watching. The news right now is a fucking mess. Like, the media right now is a fucking mess, right? And there's a lot of violence coming on. There's a lot of white supremacy happening, which is just fucking terrorism in the United States and in the world. And my heart goes out to the people of color, to the LGBTQ community, to various religious groups that have been persecuted. And unfortunately, this has had to come up so that we can say no more. This has had to come up so we can be transmuted. Otherwise, if we keep turning the blind eye, stupid. It's not going to do anything. So this is your opportunity to just use this eclipse season to tap into that inner rebel. Use this retrograde period to say enough is enough and to reassess and reevaluate, because what you're doing right now, this is what's going to help you actualize the rest of 2018. So all the hard work is either going to come to fruition or it's just going to fall. So you have to take the action steps. I know for me, I'm having to focus more on my health. I've been saying that, and this has been the theme of Gemini for the year, but it's the fact, because for me to up level, I need to make sure my energy source, my energy chalice is ready for it. And I understand that, and I recognize that. So that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm being more aware of my health. I'm being aware of how I speak to myself. I'm being aware of moving my body more, surrounding myself with the people that love me and support me and see me, and to just continue to release what doesn't serve. People, beliefs, situations, habits. I'm saying bye. And I invite you to do the same. So with this eclipse, just really allow yourself to honor you. Allow yourself to honor your emotions. Share how you feel. Speak how you feel. I feel. I feel. Go there. It's okay. You can go there. I feel. What are you feeling right now? How are you showing up for yourself? How are you connecting with nature? That's your primal knowing of what you're here to do. How are you feeling into that? I feel. What do you feel? Tap in to that. Connect to what you desire and know that you're worthy of it, and that God and the universe and source are working behind the scenes to help you get there. But you have to keep believing in yourself and keep knowing of your worth. It's all happening. And it will happen faster as you allow yourself to keep your energy up. As you allow yourself to show up, to step up. It's going to continue, I guarantee it. You just have to believe in yourself, believe that you are worthy, and know that things are happening behind the scenes, and when the icky stuff is coming up, it's coming up to be released. You are not a victim of it. It's helping you. Everything's here to help you. It's here to support you. The universe has your back. You're a child of God. You're on this planet to show up fully, to experience all the things. You're a human. You're human. You're a human. You get to experience all the emotions. You're a human. There's a purpose for anger. There's a purpose for anger. If the cub's being attacked, the mama bear is not going to be like, oh, it's okay. No, the mama bear is going to be fucking fierce and angry. There's a purpose for that. Protect your energy. Protect your magic. Honor your boundaries. Know when to say no thank you. This is your life. Know when to say no thank you. Know when something isn't serving you and release it. When someone's treating you like shit, why are you surrounding yourself with that toxicity? Get rid of it. You have the power. So with this lunar eclipse, I just empower you here, right now, to do what you need to do to fill up your cup. This great change is happening. Are you believing in that? Do you know that? Do you understand that? You're not a victim. And anything you've experienced up until now, even if it was fucking challenging, is there because it's made you stronger. Duh. It's there so you can help other people. I'm only here being able to sit here with you and talk with you because I've experienced it. So now I get to share from the north, be the sage, and share my wisdom because I've experienced it. Whatever you've experienced, you're going to help someone else. And when you allow yourself to heal yourself, that's going to be in your aura, and everyone you meet is going to heal because you are healing yourself. And you've healed yourself. We're all connected, yes. Absolutely. But we're also soaring higher. The more you elevate your vibration and your consciousness, and the more you're living in these higher dimensions, the shit won't hurt you. The dark forces can't get to you because they are density. So be aware of what you're eating. Be aware of what you're drinking. Drink clean water. Eat organic food. Bless your food. Be aware of what you're ingesting. Relationships, your music. The music is fucking corrupted today. Are you kidding me? That's all going on the vibration. The vibration of these beats are not, if you know, like you look at Dr. Emoto with the water molecules and you're seeing different words, sound carries vibration as everything else. So if these vibrations are keeping you dumb, these lyrics are keeping you dumb, be aware of what you're fucking listening to. Be aware of what you're bringing into your energy field. That's how you're going to really thrive right now with this lunar eclipse and beyond. There's so much shit music right there. And I can say that because I've seen with my own fucking eyes how our music's been infiltrated. I've seen it. I was a music journalist for 4 years. I've studied music my whole life. Are you kidding me? They're dumbing it down. It like really drives me fucking crazy the music people are listening to right now. Because it's shit. What are you surrounding yourself with? What are you listening to? Allowing like mantra to play while you sleep? Because your subconscious is working while you're sleeping, obviously. Your conscious mind is what's bringing you this reality, but your unconscious mind is what happens when your subconscious hasn't been addressed and then it becomes unconscious. Your subconscious is formed between 0 and 7. Go back and address those issues from your childhood to be able to be strong adults. So, all in all, I just want to say, be aware of what you're listening to. Be aware of what you're eating and consuming, what you're watching. Be aware of who you surround yourself with. Be aware of how you speak to yourself. Be aware of your emotions, more so than your thoughts, because our thoughts can get super fucking wonky. What are you feeling? You're here to become a vibrational match to whatever it is you want. It's your vibration, your energy. You're here to reassess and reevaluate what isn't working because enough's enough. Enough is enough. This is your chance and your opportunity to live the life you've always wanted. It's happening. It's been happening. So reclaim your power back. Show up fully. Step up. And allow your light to radiate, allow your radness to radiate. If you haven't already, I have a 5-day free experience that's really fucking potent. It's called Radiate Your Radness. You can sign up by visiting my website, sabrinariccio.com. It's literally the pop-up. 5 days, you'll get an email every day, and you'll begin to radiate your radness. Because we need you fully. We need you to show up fully. Stop half-assing your life. Enough of that. You're here to live it fully, to show up fully. So, again, this has been great. Can you tell I'm like fired up? The bitch is coming back. Like, Stella's getting her groove back because I've been traveling. Thank God. Super blessed. I've been too much in my isolation in Joshua Tree. I haven't really found my tribe super strong there. I have a couple people, but I don't see them consistently. And being in nature and being here, I'm seeing what I need, what I need to fill up to continue to show up. So I know things are shifting in my life right now too. And I'm just here to help you realize that like you have full permission to shift if things aren't working out for you. You don't need to be playing small anymore. You have every permission to align to your highest self. So if you love this podcast, you can leave a review on iTunes, and you can send your review to hello@shamanessagadessa.guru. All of it's going to be in the show notes. Send me a screenshot, and I am choosing someone to do a free soul activation, intuitive reading. I'm getting rid of my one-on-ones for now, especially my one-time one-on-ones. I'm going more towards mentorships. So if you haven't left your review, please do so to keep us going. If you want to support me so I can continue to be here for you, you can purchase Stay Woke. I'm making it $77. You know what? Fuck it. I'm making it $77 from now on. Because I want to give you the tools to show up. Because that's how allows me to support me, because guess what? I have bills to pay too. So for me to continue to do this work, support your sister here. My work, I know my work is worth high compensation. And I offer free stuff all the time on my Instagram, on this podcast. And, you know, I'm worthy of receiving the money that I'm worthy of so that I can continue to show up and that I can be able to travel around and visit all of you. I want to be teaching all of you and supporting you around the country and around the world. I did this live on Instagram, and I have people from Germany here and the UK here, and I got people from Florida here and New York. Like, how do you expect me to get to you? Silly. So, thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. And I really needed this vacation. I really needed to fill up my cup. I really needed to connect with nature. I needed to connect with the water. So again, if you want to join me for the next round of Thrive, let me know. Send me a message over on Instagram at Sabrina Riccio, or you can send me an email or visit my website at sabrinariccio.com, because I'm going to be starting to take applications for the next round of my Thrive homies. So I'm really excited just to help you wake up. I'm excited to help you align to your highest vibration, and I'm excited to help you tap into the energetic abundance that you are capable of during your human experience. So this lunar eclipse, just drink lots of water. You can listen YouTube. There's YouTube, the sun frequencies, so the frequencies of the sun, and just allow it to play. Because we are burning away what doesn't serve anymore. So use this solar energy. That's what also, I've been in the sun a lot, so it's not 120 here in Mexico as it is in Joshua Tree and Palm Springs area. So I've been able to be outside and be in the sun and allow that vitamin D to really nourish me and fill me up. So really connect with nature, connect with your homies, connect with your family. I don't like using the word tribe anymore, but connect with your soul fam. And connect with your highest self, your guides, the guides. Check with them multiple times that they are of love and that they are here to support you in your highest involvement. So yeah, it's just, there's a lot going on right now. I understand that. You're doing a great job. If you have anything, let me know over on Instagram. And again, you can get Stay Woke for $77. I've changed the price to $77 now. So still Kundalini Yoga in there and lots of content, hours of content. So I love you. Thank you so much for being here. And full Mercury retrograde, my Zoom mic didn't work. So if this gets to be on the podcast, I'll be really fucking stoked. I'll work my magic. But if not, and you're here watching on Instagram Live, amazing. Thanks for being here. And I love you so much. I have to get ready because I need to take a Kundalini class because it's time. I had to teach tonight. Deadline for what, my dear? So yeah, this is it. So I love you, and we got this. I'm here with you. I'm here supporting you, and like I said, I'm committed to support you, but I also need help from you. So if you love the work that I'm doing, feel free to support me financially. I have a few ideas coming up, but I'm still readdressing a lot. That's what I'm really working on, this lunar eclipse in this next week. My mentor is coming out here to Cabo to join me, so I'm pretty pumped about that. And yeah, I'm just game on, bitch. That's where I'm at right now. Game on, bitch. So I love you. If you have any questions about Stay Woke, if you have any questions about Thrive, feel free to send me a DM on Instagram at Sabrina Riccio. And don't forget to send me your reviews, your screenshot of your reviews at hello@shamanessagoddessa.guru, so you can try to get a free soul activation with me. That door closes on the 31st, and I'll be announcing the winners on the 1st of August. I love you. And also Leo, we're the sun's in Leo now. Leo's my ascendant, so prepare yourself. Oh, I love you. Thank you all for being here, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Sadav. So I'm telling you, when there's a will, there's a way. I was able to rip this audio. Thanks for your cooperation. Mercury retrograde in full force, but I just really want you to honor yourself during this lunar eclipse and this potent time, and we'll get through it. You'll get through it. This is the rebirth. This is you. This is more than just a rebirth. This is a new life for you, especially if you've been doing the work and you've been committing to bettering yourself and aligning to your highest self. So again, I am shifting to Stay Woke to $77 because I want to make it accessible for you. And it's a powerful, powerful, powerful experience. And if you want to still have an opportunity to work with me one-on-one for a soul activation session, leave a review on iTunes and send a screenshot over to hello@shamanessagoddessa.guru. And you'll be entered to win a free 60-minute soul activation with me, valued at $293. And I'm excited to be shifting more to mentorship and long-term one-on-one work, as well as Thrive. That's been really potent lately with the women that are in the course right now, but it's open to men and women. And I'm currently setting up and arranging for applications for the next round. So if you're interested in Thrive, check out my website at sabrinariccio.com, or you can check out the website at thrive.sabrinariccio.com to learn more and to apply today. But just really take care of yourself during this time. You've been working really hard to get here, and I want you to know you are worth it, and it's all happening. So this is your time. I believe in you. Fill up your cup, connect with nature, practice Kundalini Yoga, do your meditations, connect with people that love you, and just allow yourself to love yourself during this time. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Happy eclipse season, and I'll be seeing you soon. Sat Nam.